Someone is writing here, Dear Mooji, sometimes I sit and my mind is quieter. I've been following the I am and self-inquiry. Sometimes when I ask, who am I, and I drop down, I see something observing that place. Or there may not be a thought, but my brain feels physically tight. It's like even if there isn't a thought, my mind needs to hold a grip on me. So that even if there is no thought, there's a tension in the mind, but you're not to bother about that. Just stay as the witness even of this tension. Just be aware of that tension, not fixing the attention on the tension, but on the awareness within which, for now, tension is appearing. Maybe that will change, another sensation will come. It's only going to be seen as an appearance. What is worth clarifying and verifying is that the space or the stage on which these sensations or thoughts appear, the stage is not moving about. It's the actors that are moving about. So something like that. The second part continues. But I can be in trouble sometimes. This morning was bad - negative thoughts. For example, there are going to be more big problems. This is what the thoughts are saying. You will never get out of this. Your life will never be any better. It's always going to be stressful with not much good happening. So a thought is coming like this. And we are so faithful to our mind that is sending up thoughts. This is your best friend. This is a company. This is, you say goodbye in the night to the world, to your family, to your beloved, your wife, your children. You say goodnight and you leave all of them, but still you go to bed with your mind. And your mind has got such thing to tell you like this: you're not good enough, you're not ready, you're not worthy. This is your best friend, your closest companion. But you keep on being faithful to this companion, you see. The mind is saying such things. You will never get out of this. What a friend. Your life will never be any better. Oh, that's very good. It's always going to be stressful with not much good happening. What a companion. Eh? So, with a mind like that, you don't need any outside enemies. You've got an inbuilt one. Now, I feel like the years of difficult situations have weakened my person. I want to go inside more and more. Sometimes I am scared. I can't handle anymore what feels like big problems, pains coming to me, etc. It's not just the bad feelings, it's the time and energy required the past several years to physically deal with all of what has happened. The mind will bring you all this trouble to fix your attention on trying to solve something which actually is unreal. The only reason why that can happen is that you, the consciousness, believe in the mind, believe in your identity, and so all this suffering comes into existence for you. When you come to see that the mind is just thoughts believed in, and see it in its blazing simplicity, that's all it is, that there are thoughts that has been coming, and for some reason they have been very engaging for your attention, and somehow you, consciousness, believe them. And in believing in them, you sort of like believe them into existence and then suffer from the effect of these beliefs. When you realize this, it will be a very happy day for you. For a long time, I have had an inner longing for an inner freedom. Freedom is to know that all of these thoughts, they are not truths. So many beings, millions, billions of human beings are suffering from no other thing than what is going on in your head. Not the world, but from what is going on in this thought factory. This is what is causing all the trouble, and the belief in it, the identity. So I put it simply like this: solve the riddle of your identity, because as long as you feel that you are this person, which is the conditioning, based upon the idea I am this person, the belief I am this person, then that is itself the factory of suffering itself. So you just have to be clear: I am not this. Not just believing I am not this, but seeing I'm not this. And for this, satsang is really the soap that washes off the delusion, all that's come of delusions and wrongful thinking. And when that is removed, you will spontaneously, automatically know. No one else will have to tell you, I'm free. I've always been free. You have always been this. Nothing can tarnish this freedom except your thoughts, which is your belief. And so powerful is belief. They say that belief heals and belief kills. But if you find who the one who is healed and who is the one who is killed, and know that this one itself is a notion, it's only an idea. Because what is cannot be killed and cannot even be born, then you are free beyond even the concept of freedom. Not just free, but you are in so total bliss in realizing that all of this bondage, all of this world of suffering is illusory. It's born in the mind itself. So you ask, would you please help me, Mooji? I am helping this by telling you this thing. I don't think any doctor can give you the greater help than reminding you that you are already free, that you are pure, because perhaps this understanding you have not embraced, that you're more embraced that you are not free, and you believe that you are not free because you believe that you are the body and the conditioning that arises in the body. And every sentient being is bitten by this serpent of conditioning and the belief, I am the body, I am this person, I am the child of so and so, I am this, I am that. When this belief is itself disbelieved, when it is exposed as just imagination, then the real being comes to the front. At the moment it appears to be hidden, not from itself, but from the ghost of itself, which is the personality, is the ghost of the real being. And the personality is the ghost and the ghost story. And then when you wake up from ghost story, everybody suffers from ghost story. Nobody's enjoying ghost story. You're only enjoying other people's ghost story, not your own ghost story. And when we are awake to the truth that these are just stories that are born in the creative mind that can create such division and diversity, when you've understood this, you'll see that actually nature is not cruel. It's just a misunderstanding that you are the person that brings all this delusion into play. So this is the reminding about this thing.